No. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Luminous, yes, you were the wiener. Before even anybody got a notification, too. I noticed that you, before I had even, before I even shared the link out to anybody, I noticed you were already in here. You like these late night lives? I need to get my freaking crap back together. I've been really, I think. Yeah, I know. Somebody just messaged me and said, you need to find out who PG is and press charges on her. She is telling everyone Fred had Summer's head in a box. Yeah, so I was not prepared for her to make such wild accusations. I figured she was going to come up with some crazy shit, but I wasn't really expecting it to be something like that. I don't know what charge. Once this transfer process, which that's the main thing we're focused on, and we just don't have any time to or any energy to put towards anything else like that that's emotionally draining at this time. But it's hard to press charges on somebody who is anonymous. And that's I was thinking of making the title today. It was actually Fred's idea. Something about making a deal, that he was going to make a deal with PG. She comes out from behind the screen and he'll do an interview with her or something. Since she's so confident in what she's saying, then, she should have no problem letting everybody know who she is. So if he did, where is it now? He didn't take it to jail with him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand this at all. I kind of was hearing it a little bit. Third party. I didn't hear it firsthand, but I did hear it in the background a little bit when I was talking to Fred, and also we were talking about a little bit and laughing. But I can't believe that I don't understand how this all happened. How she could have, where she would have got this information, but I'm not even going to go listen to her to even figure it all out. Because it's not freaking true. Oh, if she comes out from behind the screen, Fred will give her an interview. You think she's actually going to go on camera, Luminous? She's a fraud and a con man. She's not going to come out on camera. That's what the people who are what frauds and cons do. They won't ever come on camera, and they use aliases, and yeah, so there won't be any interview. You know what I mean? Because if the deal is she comes out from under the screen, out from behind the screen, so she comes on camera and does the interview on camera. Fred will do a interview with her, and she will be the very first person to interview Fred, no holds barred, for the first time, besides moi, obviously. But she'll be able to fire at him all her crazy questions, and he'll just be shaking in his boots, I'm sure. She said Fred lied about seeing Dawn and Andy. Yeah, Country Girl, which was interesting. Right when she said that, is like Fred screamed. Well, didn't scream. He was like, they were on camera. He said something about that. Um, Nikita says she's down, sickening. I had to leave, or darn sickening. Don't. Anyways, her mind is very twisted and has been for a long. It is twisted because how did she come up with this? You know what I mean? That's what I was trying. And I thought she was having an interview with this with Cotton's ex-wife. Where's that? I think she's afraid to come out with a supposed interview because I have my interview with Cotton's ex-wife on recording somewhere. And if she wants to magically come out with Cotton's ex, she better make sure it's really her and not one of her made up decoys that, I don't know, maybe Ernie loaned her or something. Oh my gosh, it gives me whiplash how many different theories and things that she's throwing out there. That's what makes it so obvious that the stuff that she's saying is nowhere remotely true, or at least most of it can't be, because you can't have new information every single day, all this shocking info every day. Now today it's, oh, Fred had Summer's head in a box. Who comes up with that? And first of all, how would PG come up with that information? Okay, so how did she, I don't understand. Who told PG this information? So she's saying his ex-wife said that Cotton told her that, because Cotton and her didn't have a good relationship, and that would have meant that Cotton would have had to talk to her. Like, there was only a few hour time period. I don't know. PG has no receipts on me that had anything to do with Summer's disappearance. She also said Fred and Laura unalive Cotton. Yeah. That's really, I thought she was going to have some kind of interview. So where's her receipts for this? Is this just going to be, so she heard this, I heard that, a source said this, a source said that, or is she going to have some kind of solid proof of anything tangible that we could see? Or nah? I don't know if how does she have any subs? Can't see how insane the allegations are. You asked for receipts. It's her secret source, the neighbors. Is that what she says? Oh, people are too scared of Fred, so she can't mention names. Oh, police. Okay. Sure. Wow. People are too scared of Fred, so they can't mention names. Is that seriously what she said? Go draw cards. It seems to piss her off. Spirit, is PG full of shit on this? Let's see what card I get. Is PG full of shit on with this BS story? 7 of Wands. She's trying. That's the card of protection. She's trying to protect somebody. Who is she trying to protect? Queen of Wands in reverse. I don't know who that could be. Queen of Wands in reverse. A woman, though. Maybe it could be herself. But I don't know what would she have to defend herself against Fred, because he just minds his own. I'm elderly and I get pissed when someone insults my. Oh, if you don't go watch Cam and Allie's recent short that he posted on TikTok. That will really piss you off hearing that. That was an insult to everybody's intelligence too. That was very insulting, actually. But yeah, it is true. This is a. I think I'm glad you say that, Nikita, because I wonder where are the people like you at times, because I would think there would be a lot of people like you who would be insulted at her. And I'm not saying this just because it's about me or about Fred. I'm saying this because it's insulting to people's intelligence. It's also insulting to Summer Wells, who's a child. She's going around now. So remember when she was saying Summer Wells was in the wall? Oh, now Summer Wells is in a box. Her head only. It has been said that Andy B was on camera. Yeah, and he was. Don and Andy came in Ben Hill basically at the same time. Yeah, and John was actually there before law enforcement, because that's one of the things that law enforcement were talking about when they came out and checked out those bones that I had called in that one time when I was out there a couple years ago. Fred's here. Cotton was taken out. Apparently he didn't fall. Well, we believe that, but we kind of believe that he was unalived. But it's not anybody that people's saying that we think. It wouldn't be anybody that you guys would have heard of, probably, unless you're from the area, or it's not somebody that's really came up in the Summer Wells case. But all you have to do is find out the property of where he was. Oh, that's right. Oh shit, I forgot. You guys, there was somebody in PG's chat. I guess they're saying something about, Fred's headed to Mexico or something, that he's probably headed out of the country or something like that. Like, that he's just so scared. He's just shaken. He's trying to escape the United States now I guess is what they're saying over there in PGs. And there was this lady in the chat who was saying, "Can I get a clear picture of Fred so I can be on the lookout?" Oh my God, dude. Hey, Jen. And then they were like, is he taking Ziggy to Mexico with him or not? With Ziggy or without? They should have taken a poll on that one. I always wanted to go to Mexico, actually. I don't know if I so much anymore, but for the longest time I did. I know, who is this Stephanie? Like, she used to hang out here sometimes, like, and she had been hanging out here for a couple months pretty regularly, and she started off cool, but slowly we could see her little passive aggressiveness come out. And she showed up out of nowhere, so pretty sure that good old Stephanie is somebody we know from a previous YouTube name, probably to somebody who's changed her name. You're taking Mary? Well, I'm grabbing my invisible pearls right now. Grabbing my invisible pearls. You'll start making the wanted posters now. Ziggy and the baby. Hey, I showed my, I did a pregnancy test. I am not pregnant. I know, Sharon, like, that I was pregnant was the last one. Today I debunked that. I was waiting on her to put Cotton Simpson's ex-wife on there. I wanted to see, because I kind of believe that she faked that whole thing, but I was about ready to bust her out on that one too. So I'm just waiting, watching and observing from afar. Immaculate conception. But is Fred pregnant? Well, good thing is, Carrie, is the box came with 2 tests. So when I see Fred here soon, we'll test him and I'll let you guys know. It was a buy one, get one free. So you can, both you and your partner could test. Oh, so yeah. 2 for the price of 1. And it was actually one of you fine people that thought it'd be funny to send some tests. So it was Jane Doe, actually, who did. I was seriously, though, starting to wonder, like, maybe it was like it's like, wait, am I? It was starting to freak me out a little bit. Oh, you had a talk with Fred earlier about how men get pregnant? Okay. That's good. I hope he really listened and took it all in and took notes. Con's ex was actually on. She was on her show last night. Oh, I don't think she was on there. But she was in chat, supposedly, if it's really her. I know, country girl, it's crazy because they're talking about how Fred's going to take off to Mexico and everything. Like, do these people, are they just Delulu and they just hang out in their little Delulu crazy minds, and it's just like a fun like fantasy crazy world up there in their crazy head, or what? These people have to know, like they've seen the what is I don't even know. It's gonna hurt my brain trying to figure this one out. She never went on panel, had lots of excuses. Oh, Beth is the wacko in Florida. Oh. She preaches to her subs and then she sits there and spews a bunch of made up propaganda. Oh, I know the truth and I'm lying for Fred. Okay. Slop. Trish Ward said she's Cotton's last one that's been in chat. She won't go up. Huh? I don't know what that means. Oh, is Mary's trying to send you Mary's trying to get Fred to she's trying to supposedly marry Scott, you know, who we think is one of Fred sent me the picture of a truck that Mary Scott sent him and said that he's going to be traveling in this truck. It's a truck that Mary Scott said he was said she, sorry, was surprising Fred with. So it's this brand new Chevy truck, red Chevy, extended cab. So be on the lookout for a newer model Chevy extended cab red pickup truck. If you're in Texas, because he's heading out of the United States as we speak. Look for a box that has a question mark on it that might be in the back. It's 111, guys. So look for a box in the back that could be a big question mark on it. And then, yeah, they're going to be heading straight south. Yeah, where is this box with this? Where's this box at now? Where did it go when Fred was in jail and when he was at where he's at now and transition house and all that? Where's it been? Since you know everything. Oh, in a cave. Oh, okay. Crystal is trying to get Fred over to her panel. Well, that's nicer to get you to a vehicle. I know. I thought so too. He still talks with her. Are you talking about Mary? Yeah. That Mary messages him every day. Nonstop. Just ran. And Fred doesn't even reply except like occasionally just to mess with her. Him, her, whoever it is. I know, right? 120 acres? I guess Laura gave it to PG. What's that? Oh, Laura. Oh, I see. Laura gave the box to PG. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. PG's in possession of the box now. I think it's horrible that she's even freaking coming up with such a thing. I mean, what a sick thing to even come up with. That is absolutely not true, and she knows it. And you have to have a sick mind to come up with something like that. Seriously. That's almost as sick as that whole story that whoever that was that called BK came up with about Summer and her neck getting cut and all that. I'm not going into details. I don't know if it could have been, that whole thing could have been made up by BK. I wouldn't put past them either, but PG has a history of talking very inappropriately when it comes to how when she theorizes and talks about what possibly happened to Summer Wells. She's always been so gross with her wording, very just, I don't know, socially unacceptable. I mean, it's pretty horrible to sit there and say that Summer Wells' head is in a box, you know? That's pretty horrible. And she knows she made that shit up, so that's what makes it even that much more horrible. And then she also had that young boy on the live of all nights. Oh, really? She had a young boy on there? I didn't watch it at all. I'm telling you guys, I'm like bonkers, yeah. Since PG gets turned on, the grocer. I know. You guys remember that made me really uncomfortable when she kept talking like Summer was in the walls and stuff, and at one of Dawn's work sites, and she would talk about the smell and stuff as if it was like she was there. Sometimes she talks as if she was there. Oh, he has it as collateral. Oh yeah, that's right. At first she was saying something about collateral. Yeah, I didn't understand the whole thing, like what she was. Somebody was trying. Fred was telling me what she was saying, and I just don't get it still. I don't understand it. I was trying to figure it out in my head why Cotton would supposedly give Fred a box that supposedly had, remains in it of Summer. Like, why? That doesn't even make sense. They've only talked to each other a couple times in their life. They're not like, they're not, what the hell? How would that even happen? Can she give us context and how something like that could even happen? I agree, Blue Eyes. I think she was there. I think she lives near. There has to be someone that recognizes her annoying voice unless she uses an app to change. I know, right? Somebody's got to recognize that voice. She's just making stuff up at this point. It feels like a personal vendetta, but I don't know why unless it has. She gets more views and than I do at this point. I haven't even been going live and stuff like lately. So I think talking about me and talking about Fred for some reason in our life gets views, and I just think it's just, I don't know. She's noticed this gets views, and so that's just what she doesn't have any integrity, or I mean, it makes sense because this is coming from the woman that mentioned to me something about I should pretend I don't like her for views. So, and I've never had anybody else try to arrange something that like that with me at all. PG is the only one in the 3 years that I've done YouTube that has ever said such a thing. So, kind of really shows me that there's a lot she does behind the scenes we don't know about, that we don't see. Because if she has no problem coming to me and just so blatantly saying such a thing, then I'm sure there's things that she does secretly. I mean, obviously, she's a very secretive person. Right, Ruby? There's a child on her panel. I didn't. Who is this? Who is this supposed child? I know she lives there. She gave Daisy pics of her house. She's gone way too far out there. She used to be somewhat funny at times, but now she's just out there. Some little kid named Josh. She sides with everyone and turns on each one. What is the little boy talking about? You think somebody's paying her? I don't. Where's the baby? Yeah, there's no baby. Is he really or a young person? No challenge me, but yeah. How old is this kid? Are we talking like he's like 16 or is he like 9? Hey, Kathy. He's clearly under 16. Yeah, I can't imagine my daughter wanting to hang out in PG's chat. Like, my daughter's in chats that are more age appropriate. You know what I mean? You don't see even like in here or anything. We don't ever have even anybody like that's in their 20s really that even hangs out in here. Everybody that it's always like the older adults. So that's weird. I just can't imagine. I'm trying to think of somebody, even my daughter at 16, wanting to hang out in PGs. She just would not be interested. My daughter's not interested in anything I do on here. Dang, 9/11. Oh yeah, Brat talks so much shit and makes a million different profiles, and then, well, then she'll have somebody else message me and ask me to unblock her, to please unblock her, and I know better because I'll see her soon after talking shit somewhere. She's always talking shit about me and Fred, like, and she doesn't know what she's talking about, and she supports like horrible people, which is fine. She can support who she wants. I don't care about that. It's just like I just have no I just don't want people in my bubble who are gonna just be hateful and negative for just to be hateful and negative. If you're gonna do that, I just don't want it in my bubble. You go do it in another chat, you know? She has the new main suspects every few weeks. So now what she's saying is she's not suspicious of Andy anymore. Is that the deal? I guess so, huh? Because earlier somebody was saying that PG was saying, oh, that Fred is lying about seeing Andy and Dawn on the road. Well, first of all, PG, if you would freaking open your fucking, excuse my language, ears, take the cotton out of your ears and stick it in your freaking gaping hole of a mouth, then maybe you would hear and know that Dawn was not, or Fred did not see Dawn on the road in the afternoon like you tried to put up on your thumbnail the other day. He said he saw Dawn coming out of his driveway with the boys in the red Subaru at about 9 a.m. on the 15th. And then he saw Andy, it would be about 3:45 ish or so, maybe a little bit before, because I think it was times. I think said he thinks it was timestamped 9:47 on one of the pictures he was shown from the trail cams, and it was when Andy was coming out. And so that means, when he was going in, it would obviously have been, it could have been I don't know, 10 minutes before that or what. Matters how long he was down there talking to that person. Yeah, 3:47 p.m. I don't know. I love pizza. I don't know if I believe it that she's even saying that. I don't even know if I don't know. Actually, then I think about how the local had said that they heard Laura saying things about complaining about me being pregnant and stuff. So it's weird. I can't imagine it, but I guess I thought maybe that screenshot was altered and stuff. Because I can't believe anything that PG says anymore. I've seen her blatantly lie so much that things that I know are not true and that she knows are not true, and she's sitting there saying them as if they're fact. So there was something else that me and Fred were talking about that was something he reminded me of that I have only, he told me one time, but didn't know if I should mention it. But I guess now it's okay, I guess, to mention it because we got permission, I guess. So Fred's other sister, like the good sister, so we had the good and the bad sister. We'll just do it. Had seen on the 15th about 3 p.m. a vehicle that looked exactly like Jackie Dobbs' vehicle at the end of Andy's driveway, and she did not see the person. See, the thing is, the vehicle was Jackie Dobbs' vehicle. I guess it was confirmed it was Jackie Dobbs' vehicle, which is on the 15th, which is, I don't know. I'm just letting this all process, and I reheard this all today. I had totally forgot because Fred had mentioned it a long, long time ago, one time or something. But it was a trailblazer, a dark color trailblazer, like dark blue or something. And it's the back hatch was open and there was somebody at the back, standing at the back, but she said it was not Jackie Dobbs though. And she doesn't know who it was, but she did talk to law enforcement about it. And this person was like, this was at the end of Andy and Joyce's driveway. She thought maybe possibly the build and stuff. Come to find out, I guess Andy Jr. or Damien, aka Damien, aka Boog, whatever. I guess he's actually a pretty tall guy, like stature wise, similar to Fred, which is surprising. I wouldn't have thought that because Fred's 6'4". This person had a hat on. Their hair was coming out the back a little bit, like, so it wasn't like super long hair or super short, but it was like coming out of the cap. So I've been kind of thinking about this, like, was Jackie Dobbs supposed to have? They told supposedly law enforcement confirmed to her that that was Jackie Dobbs' vehicle, but she doesn't believe it was Jackie Dobbs. See, where this would have been, it wouldn't have been on camera. because it would have been up at Jody Sue's and Andy's driveway, because they did not have cameras until the night that Summer went missing, and they decided to put cameras up the same night Summer went missing. But there was somebody, she saw one person at the back of this vehicle. It's really bothering me because I totally forgot about this, and so they don't have video surveillance of the person, though, because the cameras are past Andy's driveway. But the person was like tucking something in and like trying to push something down in the back of the truck or the back of the hatchback. And of course, of all places, where are they going to be located? At the end of Andy's driveway. And this was around 3 p.m. on the 15th. Did Dobbs' son go up? That's another question we were talking about today. Ziggy just said Laura was going around saying bad stuff about her and Fred to the neighbors. No, she was saying that I was pregnant and acting like she was mad, supposedly. I mean, I guess it's bad stuff. Yeah, she was, but I don't, it doesn't bother me. So that's another thing we're talking about. This person that was standing at the back of the truck. We were talking about if it could have been Dobbs' son, because it's rumors that his son went with him. And then I started thinking, could this whole fight between Dobbs and Jody Sue and Andy be fake? To try to make it seem like they don't like each other? Is that, or what is going on? Has anybody else heard this story about, because Fred's sister said it's already been put out there. Well, for one, Fred's other sister, the evil sister, tried to put it out on Crystals, but anyways, I totally forgot. Remember on Jackie Dobbs' video where he probably went, he said, remember on Jackie Dobbs' video where it's on his property and he sat down, couldn't hardly breathe. You hear him say murder like he's seen something. Yeah, that was creepy, Sharon. That was some creepy shit. We'll have to find that again probably. I don't know if I want to hear it right now because it's before bed and that might give me nightmares. Yes, and the change of appearance was also something that me and Fred were talking about too. The shaving of all the hair off. And I never ever suspected Dobbs. But then to be reminded about that today, about this vehicle being seen on the road the 15th by Fred's sister. At the end of it. Now we got to remember too, it's at the end of Andy's driveway, but this would have been at the same time, would have shared the same entrance to the area that Dobbs was supposedly purchasing. I don't know. Do you guys know if he did he even go through with purchasing the property or what? Yeah, he wasn't hiding it. He did put it out on Facebook. It was strange, but see, I never suspected him, but it was Jackie. I guess it was confirmed to be Jackie Dobbs' vehicle. But the thing is, that was not Jackie Dobbs at the back of the vehicle. And, but does Jackie Dobbs, does he confirm being on the road the 15th? What is this? Somebody sending me a funny meme of PG. I might show it here in a little bit. I never suspected him, but man, that video though was creepy. I never suspected him, but that hearing that today and being reminded of that, it's just got me thinking, and I keep kind of like, yeah, he does have a channel called Elvis and I. He did purchase a property. Yeah, that's what Fred was thinking, that he was thinking he did. So he could have been, but right, if he did went ahead and purchased the property, then that would make sense why he would be right there. Or maybe his son, if his son did go with him. But see, I didn't know. I didn't know he was on the road on the 15th. Really? Dobbs posted that night, shits hit the fan and erased all his missing child posts on his Facebook. And Sherfy Jr. posted he lost his phone for 15 or 16 as well. He lost his phone on 15th or 16th. What he said about the female reporter was gross. He said that to Andy B. Oh gosh, what did he say? Do you think anyone did this other than the parents of it? Oh, Carrie, I think that Andy Bernard's absolutely involved. I mean, I feel that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he did go to that motel. But the parents are the main ones. Yeah, they're the main ones that set whatever up. But I believe I didn't think Dobbs, but now I'm wondering, like, probably not, but I forget what he said about the female reporter. Oh, that she's a hot little number or something like that, and he would love to do an interview with her. And also, what's really, really strange, you guys, is that we were also talking about Frank Light today. Um, and I've never had a problem with Squall or anything, but she had put out a story out there that she had been essayed or taken advantage of by Frank Light. But how come people that around him, everybody's saying he's not even into women, that they've never even seen him with a woman, that he's only Frank Light is gay and he's not into women at all. So that made me question that too. And why she would, I never would think somebody would make up something like that, so I never questioned Squall. You country girl. You guys are funny. You guys spot them and remember them. Remember Squall was saying that she was so today we were talking about Frank Light, and now this is off. I mean, I know it's kind of like off topic in a way, but I'm just bringing up little real like random things that we were talking about. And we were talking about Frank Light and how, and I got to talking about how Squall had said that she was taken advantage of by him, and something about some pretty like sadistic things that he had done. And once again, because Fred said this before too, he's like, I could have sworn. He's like, see, that doesn't make sense because Frank Light's gay, and he's into only into boys. So I don't know what to think with that. Because it's not just like I'm hearing it from I'm hearing it from other people that are saying that he's not even into women. Yeah, and the person that was standing behind the vehicle, Jane, don't that Fred's sister saw was not a big guy like Dobbs. It was not Jackie Dobbs standing there. She didn't see who it was, but it was a taller, thinner guy. And Dobbs is definitely not thin, right? I mean, he's a bigger guy from what I remember. Chad Arnold. Isn't Chad? I don't know what Chad looks like, but I think he has short hair. This person had long enough hair that would have been hanging out the back of their hat. Like, kind of long. That's another thing, Juniper, we were talking about too today, is that maybe, who was it that was saying that? Because I don't feel like it was Fred. Anyways, I don't know. And I'm trying to think who I was talking to when we were saying this. About possibly maybe, like, when was Summer last seen? Like, when can we for sure know that Summer was seen? And can we be sure that it was Summer and not one of the brothers dressed like Summer, is what somebody was saying that I was talking to. And I wouldn't think that, but is he short too, Fred? Like a short guy? Because this would have been a taller guy too. Uh, hold on. I'm gonna show you guys something. Have groundbreaking news or bombshell news. The brother shows us there's really no proof of life on the 15th. Okay, maybe it will take us a few minutes to get to my email. Okay, you'll have to wait on that groundbreaking news. She was crying over him the other night about how she feels she wants to share Chattabooger driving with Andy. She's crying over him the other night and how she feels like she wants to share. Maybe I need to resend this. Trying to mail this to my... Let's try this again. Somewhere knows the truth and they're going to bust hell wide open whatever their soul is doomed. Exactly. I've always thought that was the youngest boy in the truck that morning. The tree trimmer said she was laying down in the back seat, so how could he tell who it was? I kind of feel bad for Judy Sue. She's got to be very lonely. She seems very. I mean, I like being alone. I'm alone a lot. I mean, I have my daughter here, and hopefully we'll be with Fred here soon. But she stays in these this small space, for days on end, dark, dark, small, smoky, just dreary, depressing. Can you imagine being in that day after day, week after week, year after year, month after month? I mean, doesn't make certain things right that she's done or said or whatever. I'm not making excuses for her at all, but gosh, this email's taken for freaking ever. And I sent it twice too. Well, I think Luminous is more like how depressing her area is. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be kind of depressing in that small area with no. I don't think I ever see her in much light. She's always smoking, so she's inside, so it's that nonstop. She's sitting there making sure she gets all that nicotine, hotboxing that shit. I think you can be alone and live alone, be completely content, and be kind of to yourself. It's just, I don't know. I've seen her go back to back, like 12-hour live streams, like nonstop. Whatever is her life, though, whatever makes her happy, I suppose. Donna Cates exposed Summer to some pretty sick people that were around. Plus, Donna admitted to going to nasty hotels where prostitutes were around. Yeah, he did. And he talked about being at nasty hotels that children were being traded for drugs. So there's that, too. And, Jody Sue did say that she witnessed Andy selling drugs to 110 to sedate little girls. There's a lot, you know what they say, when there's smoke, there's fire, and there's a lot of smoke around Andy Bernard. I'm telling you guys, and it gets every single time that I talk to somebody credible who is from the area who has, I mean, just like today, talking about what his sister had said about seeing that, I think it's called a trailblazer. at the end of Andy's driveway that I guess was confirmed to be Jackie Dobbs' truck on the 15th, or vehicle on the 15th on the road sitting there, but it wasn't Jackie Dobbs at the back of the vehicle. And I've been live an hour and 11 minutes. Oh, I'm sure he was probably trading and selling all that kind of weird stuff, Carrie. If he's in it, if he's willing to do that stuff, then I'm sure he's. Once you take it to that level and you're into that kind of sick stuff, like. Yes, it was blue. A dark blue. That's what we're wondering, 120 acres. Yep. Don's stepsisters, their ages being 5 when that whole thing started. Starting to have that, my nose getting that allergy. Let's see, but I did find some nose spray in the meantime since the last time I had one of these. This time it's not that bad though. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Okay, we'll keep it here just in case. It's not too bad yet, but we'll see. Yeah, this is a dark, dark blue. That Jackie, it was supposedly Jackie Dobbs' vehicle and confirmed to be it. So I always have sniffles, and I don't notice it unless I have to listen to myself back or something, and I'm like, oh geez, I do sniffle a lot, but I don't really notice it otherwise. An older man and a younger man. Yep. Yep. I just don't understand this whole theory that I'm trying to make it make sense in my head what PG has come up with his Fred holding on to first collateral, a box with Summer's, we'll just say remains because it's gross to say her head and it's gross to say anything like that, but it's a little bit less disrespectful to say remains, I guess. I don't understand, why would Fred need something for collateral, or I don't get it. Shit's so gross. Oh my God, Becky. I went ahead and used my nose candy. Just kidding, it's nasal spray. Fluticasone propionate. Fluticasone propionate nasal spray, USP 50 mcg. Oh, under 13, they're called booger pickers. Okay. Still picking their noses. Yep. This what'd you say you called them in the South again? Booger pickers. I know, I know. I won't that's why I won't use it very much. I'm just gonna use it sporadically. I know about that, and that's true. If you use something regularly, your body gets used to it. And even is the case with like nose sprays. So then you're in this horrible cycle where you have to have it in order to feel normal, I guess. It's just the same as being addicted to drugs in a way. Oh, I'm laughing at Country Girl's comment. Hey, make me laugh too. Oh, you wasn't sure if you should be so grody, booger eaters. Rebound swelling? Oh, that sounds miserable. That's what kind of feels what happens to my nostril at night. It feels like swelling. It doesn't feel like I'm actually have any type of stuffiness. It just feels like my nasal passages are swelling or something. Hey, Bushi. Saline. Hey, I made a saline mixture myself, just some water and salt, and I put it in the spray bottle because one of you guys told me when I couldn't find any type of nose spray, and it actually worked a little bit. I mean, it burned, and it didn't work as good as like the over the counter or the Flonase or whatever. Yeah, I need to get one of those neti pots. Hold on. Somebody has to know who she is. She must be so unattractive that she can't show her face. Can't you YouTube administrators do something or give her a warning? I'm so sick of her phony ass. Just make me laugh. The nutty pot. I don't. How does that even work? That looks a whole like really interesting. I've always been curious about those. Okay. Filtered water that's been boiled and cooled. Use distilled water to make saline rinse. It goes in one nostril and comes out the other, I think. Huh, that'd be really wild. I can't imagine. Oh, wow. That's true. Wait, what's today? Today's Saturday. See, I'm confused. Wait, doesn't her Sabbath supposedly maybe is it her Sabbath like supposedly Friday evening to Saturday evening? So maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't understand it. It seems like her Sabbath changes. It seems to change kind of like her kind of like who she sides with here on YouTube. Starts starts on sundown Friday night, and then when's it end? It's 2 a.m. and there's somebody outside. I hear somebody out there yelling. I was shocked by PG tonight. It was as bad as the foot story and still gross out at the thought of. What's the foot story? Oh gosh, what's the foot story? She said you pour it in one side and it comes out the other unless you're completely blocked and then it hurts like heck. That sounds miserable. PG had me all upset. She's so disgusting. I'm quitting my channel and thinking about leaving YouTube. Why? And Sunday on Saturday. So she waited till after sundown immediately and then decided to cannabis nose hits clear sinuses up too. Yeah. It's too sick to repeat. Yeah. Oh, this just kind of similar to this whole story with the head story. That's so freaking. I agree. I think it's disrespectful for her to even come up with such a gross, made up story. Because she fucking made that shit up. Because she always comes up with very disturbing stuff like that. Like Summer being up in a wall or her now is her head in a box. Like the foot story about Jisoo having Summer's foot to make footprints. Oh my gosh. the worst thing you've heard on Summer? She has absolutely no content. She has to make shit up. Yeah. And the thing is, she doesn't care because it's about somebody else. Like, she doesn't care as long as it's not affecting her life. Very true, Whistle. She could do the shit she does over at the drama community. You know, she can go over the drama community and she would do amazing over there. Did I just hear PG leaving YouTube? Yeah, right. We couldn't get that lucky. No, Whistle is upset because of the things, gross stuff, that shit that comes out of PG's pie hole. So Fred has her head. Oh yeah, and also guys, remember it's Fred's fault that Summer's head was shaved too. That was she has like breaking news like every freaking day. Wow. All these like crazy. I mean, wow, she's the go-to for information in the Summer Wells case. Right, Luminous? She would make up something up. Yep, it is awful. We can make her an innocent suspect. Yes, we could. Fred's here somewhere, I think, unless he's just he may have passed out. I guarantee he's probably laying down just listening and probably just like laying there with his eyes shut and probably has a little pup. Oops. He lays there with, okay, when he's sleeping, he lays there listening to YouTube just with his eyes closed. And that's what I'm guaranteed he's probably doing there right now. She's sick in the head for, yeah. What? So your doctor told you at first had you doing the neti, then recently had you stop it? Yeah, he's laying there, probably with his head propped up and headphones in, and he's probably half asleep. And then once he hears his name, that's why he must be really asleep right now, because otherwise he would have said something. Yeah, especially don't run off because of PG. Like, it's disgusting, but unfortunately, there's people that just don't think normally like you and I. If you want to be in the same category as me. There's Frederick. I know, right? I know. Where was her interview with Cotton's ex-wife? She claims she has receipts to everything, but when it comes to time to show the receipt, she comes up with excuses and usually makes it a members only live. Is it true though that 6up lost minute monetization? Because that's something to celebrate. Good job to those who. That's one step in the right direction. I don't know if that's really true, but I heard something about that. Yeah, she said Fred was on his way to Mexico. I know, and I saw somebody in the chat. I didn't really see the person. Fred was reading it to me, where somebody was asking for a picture of Fred, a clear picture of Fred, so they could be, because they live in Texas, and so they could be on the lookout if they see Fred down there. Right? Make me laugh too, but no, I'm not pregnant. And yeah, that's just how gross she is. She wanted to leak my supposed pregnancy. You know what I mean? What if I was trying to surprise you guys with that? Oh, that's right. Fred's driving. He's almost to the border now, he says. I forgot. Okay, we better be careful. No, no talking and driving, sir. No texting and driving. Oh, that's why you're not in chat so much. That's right. I forgot. You're driving to Mexico right now. Because I guess, I don't know, we should be flattered to make me laugh too. That's why I tell Fred. We should be flattered. I guess, like, she must find us interesting. We should be flattered, I guess. I see a lot of projectors on YouTube. She said she caused you a see you next. What? Oh, 6up. Okay, yeah, I was wondering. You'll send a picture as soon as you get there? Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, don't stop in Texas. I don't know how you're going to make it all the way through. That's a pretty huge state to make it from one end to the other end without stopping for gas. But make it happen, because you cannot stop in Texas, because if anybody, word travels fast and people are on the lookout for you in a red Chevrolet extended cab truck. I repeat, red, newer model Chevrolet extended cab truck. Be on the lookout. He got the truck from Mary Scott, Ernie's decoy. Did she really get the boot? I don't know. There was something about her losing not the boot, but monetization. So she can't make money like through YouTube anymore. I mean, she can still take in her cash apps and stuff like that. He didn't even know she's still. I don't either. I remember somebody sending me a screenshot recently about something that said something about 666 losing monetization. But see, yeah, as I suspected, nobody really knows because nobody could care less about that lunatic. So they're on the lookout. Oh yeah, not only that, guys. He's not supposed to be going out of the country. Uh-oh. He's in double trouble. He better be doubly on the lookout. Just stop on the Louisiana line. They won't be looking. Yes, he's on his way to Mexico. Hey, Lori. We're just sitting here keeping Fred company, Lori, while he's on his drive to Mexico. So we're just giving him something to listen to while we chill here. Just helping him helping his time go by, cheering him on to Mexico. Oh my god. Oh, you guys, it's funny. Just refueling now. Tell us where you end up so we can set you up with housing and everything. Yep. We'll make sure that you are okay down there in Mexico. He's eloping. Oh my, he better not with Mary Scott. Isn't that bigotry? Or what's it called? What's it called when you marry? Bigotry. What's the word? Hold on. Polygamy? No, that's not what I wanted. The bigamy. Yeah, bigamy. Well, he's taken off there, and he's leaving me up here. He's taken off with Ernie's decoy down to Mexico. Mexico. I think people just watch it because Peachy can be funny sometimes, but like, man, when she just gets so ridiculous, it's just you can't even watch it because it's so out there, you know? What did I call it at first? What was I trying to call? I was trying to call it bigotry or something. Like saying Cotton was on Fred's drugs, not his own right. Oh, yeah, like. See, and I was thinking for some reason, I was thinking from what I heard that he didn't have drugs in his system, that it was just alcohol. But maybe I can't freaking remember. So it's funny because I wanted to bust her out. I'm gonna find that call with Cotton's ex-wife And I know for a fact I was talking to his real ex-wife and the mother of his child, because I was hoping that she would have this person that she claims she's talking to on there so I could bust her and prove that she's a fake. Ignorant. Yep. I wonder how she comes up with this stuff every night. Like, who do you think is giving her all these ideas? So weird. She's very creative in her thinking, though. I give her that. Have to give credit where credit's due. I mean, this stuff like she comes up with is pretty creative sometimes. Cotton was a cook. That's true. He was a cook. So why would he be buying? That's not what he was going to Fred's to do. By the way, Cotton wasn't going to Fred's to buy drugs. Cotton and Fred didn't even really know each other. He'd only been at that time when Cotton was there was only the second time he'd ever really spoke to Cotton. So yeah, Cotton cooked his own drugs. He wouldn't go be purchasing them off Fred. So is that what you're trying to say he was doing with using Fred's drugs? And it must be. What is she trying to say? Is that what I didn't know that she was trying to say something about making a. But I remember me and Fred were like, that doesn't make sense because. Yeah, he probably did have meth in his system. That's why I was thinking, trying to remember. I thought that. I don't know. She's saying she had Fred's drugs in his system. Yeah, okay. See, how would she know this stuff? He had Fred's drugs. Would know who nobody would know that. PG, how would you know that Cotton had a certain drug in his system and that certain drug came from Fred Hill? You do realize, Cotton Simpson, that's something we've talked about a lot here, is about how he's a meth cook. Fred's never cooked meth in his life or never even attempted it. Why would a meth cook go to, I guess, a distributor unless they're going to sell it to somebody like Fred? Cotton was there inquiring about a boat, a little fishing boat. You can't tell who's drunk. Yeah, I know, but she says this stuff as if it's fact. And people believe her because she says it so matter of fact. And, if you listen, really listen to what she's saying, you have to be like, how the heck would you know that? You know what I mean? And if PG, let's just say that PG knows even half the shit that what she spews out over there, and that little hellhole of hers. Sorry, I got distracted because somebody's comment. She had a kid telling people in the chat hi to prove she has a kid. Are you serious right now? Well, PG has, if she knows half of the stuff that she says out of that channel over there, if she actually knows that stuff, you would have to think how. And if it was actually true, like, is what I'm saying. If this half the stuff that she's saying is actually true and she knows it, it's like, it's just not possible. Because every other day it's something different. She has some crazy different story. It was, what was it she was saying recently? Okay, she was talking about, oh, it's Fred's fault that Summer's head was shaved. Now, just a couple weeks ago, she was talking about how just throwing Andy under their bus hardcore. I don't know who this boy Josh is. I don't watch her channel, and I don't know. She's calling FBI Monday in Hawkins County. For what? About the box? The head in the box? Dude, she is so freaking ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Stop right now. Is she really? Why is that, Whistle? I know, she better be careful, because what if she accidentally says something that's actually true and they're going to be taking her in and giving her a lie detector? Yeah, where'd you put the box, Fred? Where'd you keep the box while you were in transitional housing and in jail? Where'd you store it at? Who held on to it for you? Give it up. I was about to take a link, but I wouldn't show her my face, so she wouldn't let me up. Oh, really? Oh, war. Laura gave it to PG to hold on to. Okay, that's where you. Oh, okay. So you gave the box to Laura to give to PG to hold on to. Okay. PG. We have questions. Laura said she gave it to you, PG, to hold on to. No, PG has it. It was given to PG while he was in jail for safekeeping. a lies detectors test. So Fred gave it up, and he told on himself. He has admitted that he gave the box to Laura, who then gave the box to PG. So she also claims to be talking to Mary. Oh my gosh, that's going to be hilarious. I know, we'll look up his record. I will have to do that. I am going to go here in a second, though, but that is a good idea just to see when was he. Oh, yeah, sure. The Ben Hill neighbors are talking to her, I'm sure. Not Mary, the stepsister, no. Mary Scott, the girl, Ernie Shell's decoy that's been messaging Fred. Or this person that's just been messaging Fred like weird shit. Sending unsolicited pictures, like not completely naked or anything that I know of, but just at least he has it told, but just like some kind of, I guess, sexy photos and stuff, and then just weird stuff. It sounds like stuff Ernie would say completely. In a mental health facility. No, Mary Scott, not Mary with the cooking channel. Mary Scott, the woman that's been messaging Fred that we think is one of Ernie's decoys, as he likes to say. And that she'll sit there and beg for Fred to talk to her, and like if Fred doesn't talk to her, she says she wants to, doesn't want to live anymore, and that this and that, and then oh, Mary Dawn's stepsister. Oh, okay. I thought she was contacted Ernie's decoy. That would have been pretty funny. They just let everyone out of the crazy house? I noticed that she's added a lot of people um, surrounding the case, Fred, so I don't know. All right, guys, I'm going to go. I keep yawning. Can't believe it's Sunday again. Right, true crime time. Oh, it's supposedly Mercury retrograde. Streaks getting shakier. Yes. All right. Good night, guys. I'll talk to you all later.